Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? So, closing the day here, up $25 after commissions $5. So, 14th trading day for me of the year, two trades today, and my last one kind of messed me up just a little bit. So, let's go over the trades here really quickly, and made enough today to buy a meal off the dollar menu at McDonald's. So, that's better than being red $5. Anyways, so here, first trade out of the gates was GBR. Just cut straight to the chase. Try to make today's recap quick. So GBR was the first trade out of the gates. It was a morning gapper on the gap scanners. So out of the gates over the whole dollar. So I got in at 198. Sold at 205. That was just a little bit too early. Selling at 205. It still had more potential. You can see right here, went to a high of 239. That wasn't out of the gates though. Out of the gates, it went to a high of right here, 225. I ended up selling on this candle at 205. So, it wasn't the cleanest trade in the world. When I got in, it popped over the whole dollar, went up about 10 cents, and then started coming back down. And so then I quickly sold. But of course, it held those levels pretty well. Broke back below the whole dollar, which you never like to really see that happen. But it broke back down below the whole dollar, but then quickly recovered and shot back up to 225. So that was, good for the traders who held through that minor pullback. I didn't. I sold for just like a quick 7-cent gain. So that put me up $35 on the day, right? So $10 commissions. I was up $25 on the day. And then my next trade was on CYCC. Now, this was much later in the day. You can see this was almost an hour later. I took this trade at 10:29. So today in general was just a very choppy day. You've got like Ford today, for example, was very actively traded. Let me see how many shares. So 6.2 million shares of volume. So definitely pretty active. And you can see here on the chart, I'm just going to scroll over. Just like up and down all day. You can see here, up and down, up and down. On a day like this, it's best to kind of watch the 5-minute chart for 5-minute setups. And so you can see here on the 5-minute chart, we had a few opportunities. I didn't take any of them. I'm not even sure if I would be able to, if Ford's not on the restricted stock. Yeah, it is. So Ford's restricted 1-to-1 anyways on SureTrader, and so I wouldn't have been able to trade it. But you can see here on the 5-minute chart, we had this 5-minute pullback. So high over that candle would have been a good entry. So that would have been at $3. Went to a high of 314. Pretty decent move, You could, if you sold at the top of the move, you would have made 14 cents per stock, but anywhere between 8 and 14 typically. And then another 1-minute pullback right here. Not as clean though. This one was definitely more of a false breakout. If you got in over the high of that candle, that would have been 310. It only went to a high of 317. So definitely a false breakout right there. But you can see here on the 1-minute chart, just very sloppy, up and down all day. I personally don't see any clean setups. Just a tough one to trade. So I didn't trade that today, 1-to-1 on SureTrader anyways, and so I can't take leverage. But CYCC I did trade, and this one was somewhat disappointing. And you'll see in my live trading recap video, which I'll post here shortly after this one, it looked like it was going to break out. And you can see on this candle right here, we actually went to a high of 193. And I got in at 192. The volume was coming in, and it just it couldn't break out. It was just, I guess, too many sellers, too much resistance up near $2. And so we ended up, not breaking out, dropping back down a little bit. I ended up selling here, you can see on my trade log, at 190. So 2-cent loss, that put me down $10 in the day. So $25 after commissions, $5. Nothing big. Green is good, I suppose. It's better than red. and I'll definitely do some studying today. I definitely sold GBR too soon today. And I think if I'm still struggling right now with managing like proper risk management. And so, some stocks on some days will spike up 10, 15 cents and then drop back down and then just like sell off the rest of the day, right? And so you can go from being up 10 cents on those stocks to quickly being down 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents, right? Because they just like fade the rest of the day. And some stocks don't do that. And so I have to get better at reading which stocks are going to do that. Like what indicators are available, not technical indicators, but like, watching the level 2, the time in sales, past history, things like that. I'm not looking for like a technical indicator. I'm looking for indications that the stock might hold up versus popping up like CYCC did, but then just sort of selling off the rest of the day. And so, in due time I'll learn that, but it's definitely disappointing when you sell too early and the stock ends up making a significantly larger move, right? So ends up going up to 225. If I would have held the entire move, that would have put me up 27 cents, right? So that would have been a well over $100 win on 500 shares, which is fantastic. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. Be back tomorrow. Hopefully we get some good opportunities tomorrow. And if you don't already, I would encourage you to go watch the live trading recaps. And I'll post that here shortly. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.